You gotta slow down and look around you, son. Today is just today and not tomorrow.
Did you still want the 2% here?
Can I?
2% milk, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Can I get half and half instead of the milk, and that's it?
Right, yes ma'am, that's all for you today.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll get it ready for you in the window.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She's probably taken 12,000 orders exactly already this morning. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Perfect. I like this brand. I had some dress shirts that were 100% cotton. I mean, I don't like this, but
Easy now, you gotta get going. Easy now.
ooh.
Be hard working so you can be deserving of the rest that you are given. You gotta slow down and look around you, son.
You can
Give
get
a
some
lot and live a little. Work with what you got. Where you're
I
going.
like that. I don't really like that either. Pampas doesn't smell bad. The room sprays are a little weird. They smell cheap, like they're alcohol based. This spoke to me. It's a bit more muted. I wish it were a bit deeper. Ooh, it's soft. It's so soft. I wonder what it's made out of. Cotton and modal. I want this one, but ooh, in a deep navy, black, ooh, a brown. But I think all they have are these two. Pity. I had this in black years ago, and it was the most flattering top, but it kind of fell apart. I think they do. I think they come out with these every year. Oh, wait a minute. What? Ew, what material is this? I was planning on getting this and wearing it open, but when it's open, it comes out to here, but buttoned. They're screaming. I'm about to return these, but I wanted to give you a review real quick because I did ask for recommendations. These are the Trail Runners. I got these for more activity, and then I also got kind of an everyday shoe, which I'll show you those as well. Okay, what is this box doing? I love the way these look, first of all. I love the color story. It's a beautiful cocoa and cream. And as far as the sole goes, these are very comfortable. So I tried both pairs out during an indoor workout. Obviously, wasn't gonna wear them outside in case I needed to return them. And I read the reviews. The reviews were amazing. A lot of people sized up a half size and they fit perfectly. So I did that as well. I'm typically a 6.5 across the board, went up to a 7. And I do think the 7 was the right call because I think a 6.5 would have been even tighter. So here's the issue. First of all, it doesn't have a tongue. So I don't know how I feel about that. That's not a big deal. The issue is my feet are short and square, but they're not wide. I've tried wide sizes and they were too big, but these, even in a 7, they were tight here. They were okay here in length, but the heel rubbed. So it would go up and down as I walked, which is kind of a sign that your shoes are too big but I don't feel like they were too big. I couldn't go down any smaller. There's that pair. Tree Runner in dark navy. So these look more like an everyday shoe. Navy on top and a navy sole. As soon as I put these on, I knew they were better. They felt way better, but the issue with the heel was the same. They weren't as tight around. They have a regular tongue, which I like, but up and down, I could tell they were gonna rub. And there was a weird, on one side, when I started working out, it felt weird. I'm doing a happy return, which I love. I love when you can do a happy return. My first pumpkin cream cold brew of the year. The first sip. Heavenly. I don't even like sweet coffee. This is the only, I would say this is the only fall drink that I truly enjoy. I'm not a huge pumpkin spice in my coffee girl. I do like a little bit of cinnamon, but this, the pumpkin cream cold brew, I do recommend. And I never tell them how to spell my name because I just want to see how they're going to spell it. And today, Katlynn. So mine is Caitlin. And I was thinking as I walked out, I'm almost 40, and a 40-year-old Caitlin is weird to me. I don't know why Caitlin feels like such a juvenile name. It's really not. And I love my name. There usually is a K and a Y in there. One time, the barista asked me how to spell it, and I told him, and he said, oh, the correct way, because his sister was named Caitlin and she spelled hers the same way. My next stop is Ulta. I had a pretty big online order. Let me show you what I'm returning. I thought that I could use some variation in lip color. I love coral, I love peach, but I also would like something a bit mauvey or a bit pinky brown, which the lipstick I have on today, I realized is really all I need. This one, my peach one, maybe one more, but these are the two colors I really enjoy. If I'm gonna do brown, I do something like this. This is the Lisa Eldridge. I think the shade is called Kitten. And then my Anastasia Beverly Hills Peach Bud. It's beautiful, peachy, the perfect peachy nude. But I thought since I am wanting to create a small makeup collection, I am going to do a makeup declutter. I'm thinking about filming it. I don't have a huge collection right now, but I do have a lot of things that I just don't use. I don't reach for them. My Natasha Denona Zendo palette, which for some reason, it doesn't exist. So showing it on YouTube, I know that people don't mind because they can find similar colors in their collection, but I do feel odd showing it on YouTube. You know, I love my Tati palette, which I got an email. Don't know if it's clickbait or has nothing to do with Tati's beauty line, but it said something about the story continues, or if you got the email too, let me know. It sounded like maybe it's coming back, which all I want from her, which I would try lots of things from her because I love my Tati palette, but if she just took that matte, I almost said that matte nude row, the mattes of the black, the brown, the cream, and the sandy shade and made a mini palette, I would buy it immediately. Like a compact, mini, travel-friendly that sandy shade, I think the name is Soothe, is I love a sandy shade. Like a nudie stone, sandy camel. That is probably my favorite eyeshadow color. And I did buy a compact eyeshadow palette from Charlotte Tilbury that I can show you later. And it's been great. It's a different formula, and I'll talk about all that later. That would be the best news of the year if Tati was bringing her line back. So I'm keeping that palette. Even if she never dabbled in beauty ever again, I'm keeping that palette. But I've hit pan on Soothe. So I had to find another shade similar to Soothe. I figure if you're going to have a small collection, you might as well invest in really good quality and thoroughly enjoy everything in it, whether it's clothes, whether it's makeup, hair care. If you want the Dyson Airwrap and you absolutely love it and you use it a ton and you get your money's worth, then it's worth it. I was looking around on Ulta's website and I saw Chanel lipsticks. Every single shade looked incredibly beautiful on the models. It's a matte satin, right up my alley. Love a matte with a little slip to it, a little healthy. I don't want it to look like an ice skating rink, extremely glossy or extremely balmy. Just a little matte, a little balm. That's the perfect combination. So these are the Rouge Allure Velvet Luminous Matte. It's a luminous matte. This shade is Libre. I'm probably not saying that right because I've heard people talk about that powder. What is that powder? Prism Libre. I think that's how they say it. So maybe this is Libre, but it's number 62. I wish it had the undertones in here. Oh, and the packaging. Ugh. I mean, come on. Come on. Does that not look like the most beautiful mauve-y nude? Not on me. Straight brown, dark brown. This one, Affranchi. I don't feel like it's Affranchi. It's number 77. And this looks almost identical. They're not when you swatch them. One leans a bit warmer. Like it has a bit of coral, maybe a bit of peach, but still kind of that mauve brown. Okay. Again, brown. And I'm talking dark, kind of vampy 90s brown. You would think would look good on me, and it doesn't. It always makes me look tired, washed out, like I'm unwell. The next thing I'm returning, I have been wanting to try these for so long. It's the Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow Stick. These are more of a one and done eye look, which I do enjoy, but I think I just enjoy playing with silky or creamy powder eyeshadows more than cream. And I just felt like as I was getting older that my lids would probably look nicer with a cream, but I feel like they still look perfectly fine. Even though I've always had kind of crinkly lids and I have deep set eyes. So I've had that forever, even in my 20s. And I just thought that cream may be more smoothing and forgiving, but I don't find that they are. The Lisa Eldridge liquid eyeshadow that I used, I feel like I enjoyed it the first few times I wore it. And then one day I put it on and I left the house, or I went to leave, and I looked in the mirror one last time. And I just noticed that my eyelid looked so dry. I don't even deal with dry eyelids. Same thing with this one. So this shade is Hazelnut. And it's a beautiful camel, so fall. It's such a fall shade. It's so pretty. I'm not gonna swatch it because I'm returning it. I don't want to use it any more than I did, just to try it on. It wasn't that it was tough to blend, but the eye look just isn't what I'm going for. I feel like if I do a one and done, I did keep one of them. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Was it called Stone or Stony? And it was that beigey, sandy, cream type of shade that I love. So if I'm gonna do a one and done, a very natural, barely there, no makeup look, I will do something like that. Just run kind of a sandy shade. And it's almost, I don't want to say it's invisible. You can tell something's there, but barely there. So I kept that one because I thought that would be great for quick on the go. But this one I felt like I couldn't blend. It was just a little bit patchy, and I wasn't sure, what am I going to do with this? Am I going to try to blend two creams together? Because I typically like a little something in the crease. And then the other shade, it is a pretty base shade, but again, what am I going to do with it? It is Vanilla, and it's a warm ivory, creamy. I feel like it has a little bit of a yellow base to it, which is perfect for my skin tone. But yeah. This is kind of my makeup bag when I shop my collection or I get stuck in a rut of using the same products over and over again. I toss them in here. So for example, if I did a look that I really enjoyed, I'll put it in here because I know that I want to create that look again. Or if I just discovered some products I haven't used in a while and I'm like, hey, this is actually really good, I'll put it in here. So this is kind of my everyday bag. I shop my collection, throw stuff in here. So here's the palette, the Charlotte Tilbury. And I mentioned this in the video I just filmed, that it's not much to look at. You wouldn't think these shadows are that great. They look a bit smoky and cool toned. Like they have some gray and some rosiness in the undertone. But my favorite shades are the cream, this one right here. This is actually a beautiful camel shade. It looks dusty and smoky in the palette. It's a beautiful camel shade. So I've just been wearing these. And then this one, the black one, I use for an eyeliner. So I like that it's compact, it's small, very travel friendly. The shadows are silky, a bit more sheer, a lot more sheer than the Tati palette. Very easy to blend, user friendly, a bit powdery and a bit dusty. But that doesn't bother me as long as it sticks to my eye and it looks nice and it lasts a decent time frame. That's really all I'm looking for. I know this angle is crazy. I have you on top of my brushes that are sitting in my brush holder, but I wanted to see if I could show you my hair. It looks so dark in the viewfinder, and it does look a good bit darker in real life too, but I used a color depositing conditioner, and I can link the one that I use down below. I've used it before. I really enjoy it. It doesn't last long. It only lasts a few washes, so I think I am going to have to dye my hair back. I know. I think I'm just going to have to if I want to get rid of the highlights. But this color, I don't think it needs to be quite this dark, although I am enjoying this. I think it's really pretty, especially for fall. And then my bangs that I hacked. I've cut curtain bangs in the past and they looked really nice. But I think this time I did a too thick of a V when I should have done a shorter V when I cut them. Because now I have pieces that are way over here that shouldn't be over here. And I am gonna have to get them blended. So this video is gonna be the one coming up as soon as, oh, one just charged. One of the batteries finally fully charged. This one's going to be about just the shift I'm going through where I just feel like I'm tired of, that sounds terrible. Like I'm tired of things. I also want to end the hunt that there could be something out there that's marginally better than what I'm using, especially with my hair. Something I've realized about my hair is at some point you do have to kind of accept your natural texture. I think everyone can achieve really beautiful, healthy hair for them and their hair texture. So for me, I had pin straight hair when I was a kid. It was very dark, it was shiny, naturally, beautiful, frizz-free. As I've gotten older, I've gotten more texture, more wave. The grays are frizzy and wiry and out of control. So my hair is not going to look like my friend's hair. She has naturally straight hair, whether she does a blowout, whether she lets it dry naturally. It's smooth, shiny, frizz-free, and it's just straight. My hair's just never going to do that. But I can have healthy hair for me. And so I'm going to end the product hunting. I do love my hair in the fall and winter because it gets a bit drier and my hair will kind of lay straighter and more like it is right now. I was telling my friend how to use the Nescafe because she spent the weekend with us a couple weekends ago, and I made her some coffee and she loved it because it has a bit of a chocolate note to it, an undertone, but I do tend to make everyone coffee that's a bit stronger, and she was asking me exactly how I did it. Yes, the stronger, the better.
When it's morning and my soul is clear, I look in the mirror and I see that light.